Good morning. Today is the 5th of February. You're here with me at Greenland Enterprises where we are planting bananas. These are young bananas. The irrigation has been installed. They still have a little bit of work before we can commission it. But I just wanted to come and show you the abundance. This is a cover crop. So to give some context, this land was ripped from that side across to the woods on the other side and back, cross everywhere. So the whole land was ripped because we're not sure. I think it was last cropped properly 10 years ago. So we just wanted to make sure that we fix any compaction issues because we expect this crop of bananas to be here for at least 10 years. And then once we had cross-ripped the whole field, we then ripped just on the banana lines. So where the cover crops are, there was no ripping up and down. Just here, one pass. So there was a rippertine where the pipe is, a rippertine where that banana plant is, and a rippertine where that banana plant is. And then we just spread seed, a cover crop seed. I think my mix is pretty well publicized. Basically whatever I could get my hands on, I put in a mix with the intention of feeding cattle in here and also using it as a mulch in the winter. But I didn't think that actually it's a good system because these banana plants, I'll try and find one, you can see they get sunburnt when you take them out of the nursery. They get a bit sunburnt. These were standing in the sun for a few days, but eventually we got them planted out. Now that they're planted out, you can see, so our sun rises up this side, goes over. So at the midday there's a bit of sun directly, and then it sets that side. So in the morning we have protection from this cover crop, and in the evening from that cover crop. It'll just take a week or two for the plants to harden and settle in, and once they do it, then they're fine. Okay, so back to the abundance. I spread the seed, no fertilizer. We had a terrible start to the rainy season. I think it was actually spitting or drizzling, a light shower, other people might call it, the day we threw this seed crop. But not very much. The soil was not very wet. So when it germinated, I thought, I really thought I'd have to re-sow it. Anyway, I just left it because we were busy doing other things. But now look at it. So that was a month and a half ago, so about 45 days ago that happened. I can look through my calendar and find out exactly. But look at the size, like of this sunflower. Yes, there's disease on the leaf. Look at the size of the stalk. Now imagine, to support that, the size of the taproot under there. The head is sitting at 8 foot tall probably. And it's not the only one, there's more. In fact, earlier I saw an even bigger one with a really fat stalk. The yellow flowers is mustard. Okay, well that's doing. Maize, no fertilizer or anything, that's corn or maize. And then all of these leaves, that there's black sun hemp. This one here is red sun hemp. Yes, there's a lot of weeds in here as well. This is Comelina. We call it wandering dew. Not very good for crops and things, but we don't care here. It'll get trampled by the cattle. This grass is just a wild bush grass. There's signs of armyworm in the corn or maize, but we don't care. There's sorghum popping up. No millets yet, but they won't be far off. Here's another sorghum sitting at 6 foot tall. And this is all without compound fertilizer, without top dressing, without anything. Here's a cowpea, so just starting to flower. There's a couple of pods there. No insecticides, no fungicides, no herbicides, and you have a crop which can feed livestock and feed the soil, feed the bananas, everything. Or I could have planted maize and spent a fortune putting 250 to 450, depending which kind of farmer you are, kgs per hectare of compound D or some other compound fertilizer, basal dressing, and then top dressing it to get a crop. So for me, this is the kind of farming I enjoy and feel. I mean, there's I did put some panicum seed in. I don't know if this is just from the wild or not. See there's panicum. That's the seed head coming. Look at the size of the leaves. Delicious cattle food. And this is teff grass. The horse people know teff a lot, but cattle also like teff a lot. Under there's cowpeas everywhere. All good food for the cattle, and they'll be in here within a week. They would have eaten this exact place where I am, I'm sure. All I'm going to do is put an electric line over the top of these, since they're not going to be interested in the bananas, and then another one on the next row, and the cattle will just come in and get to eat all of this. It's just abundance, and I'm just in one small spot. It goes all the way to the trees over there, all the way to the trees over there, and all the way to those trees, down to the bananas here, and in the bananas there you've got exactly the same thing. So yeah, just for very little money you have this abundance. There's some that there's pearl millet, sorry, finger millet is also in here. I haven't seen any yet, but in other places I have. Look at this abundance. That must be 10 foot tall, that sunflower. That's sorghum, 9 foot, 10 foot other sorghum. That just stuff grows, and I haven't done anything. I wanted to put gypsum and lime here just to help with the bananas, and I probably still will. The bananas are getting it as I plant. But other than ripping and spreading seed, that's it. I don't think we even disked this after putting the seed. I think we disked first because there was no, I think we just ripped twice and then threw the seed, and it's quite lumpy. You can see it's not very even ground, but that's fine. Look at all I've been walking. Just beautiful. Love this. And this will grow back when I graze it. There'll be maybe not as thick when it comes back, but it'll still provide a lot of feed for me and the cattle and the pigs, goats, sheep. There's a lot of this pigweed, amaranth, bondwe, lots of different names, and the cattle love that. So that'll all be stripped down. It'll be very impressive when I put the cattle through here, when you see the results afterwards. Hope you've enjoyed my video. This for me is just incredible. Here's some more of that panicum. It's 5 foot tall, just going into seed. Beautiful leaves. The cattle come through, eat those leaves, starts all over again. Amazing. Mustard is just there for the soil. The cattle won't really eat it, they'll trample it. Okay, here's a bit of a weedy patch, but still a lot of grass in there. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I hope to show you the progress as the season goes on.